Special thanks to Toys and Things in Danvers, Massachusetts, Reaper Miniatures, Off the Wall Games in Hadley, Massachusetts, Games and Friends in Springfield, Massachusetts, as well as AAA Games Arena in Wilbraham, Massachusetts. If you enjoy the show, help the podcast grow. Give us a follow on Twitter at LordsBroken, join the community Discord, and maybe consider offering a small tribute to the old ones on our Ko-Fi. All these links and more can be found in our link tree at linktr.ee/The Broken Lords. Thank you.
Hello everyone, and welcome again to another episode of the Broken Lords podcast. I'm Corey, I'm going to be your game master today, and we're going to be playing 2D20 Conan by Modiphius. And we're going to bring in some influence from the Conan Exiles sourcebook. We're going to have characters lost and alone, naked and afraid. So,
Yay!
No, that's not yay. That's definitely no.
Totally a yay.
so we're going to have a brief intro, and then after the intro, you guys can go ahead and introduce yourselves and your characters, all right?
Sounds good to me.
Cool. All right. Your sleep last night was filled with troubled dreams and ominous portents. Dreams, however, failed to match the horrors that come with the dawn. If only your troubles were as simple as your dreams. Noises in the dark curdle your blood, and your body struggles to wake. Your eyes crack open, and you see a shape in the dark. A man with a cruel face and a pointed beard grins at you in flickering shadows. You slip back into the darkness. The sounds come again, and your eyes open once more, rolling, striving to stay open. The flickering light resolves. There's fire nearby. You struggle with all your might to awake, moving limbs with agonizing slowness, inch by inch. And suddenly, it seems that you haven't moved at all. Your mind screams as you fight to make sense, fight to wake up. The light of the flames reveal a tree line, a forest, merely a stone's throw away. But it is the pair of eyes glowing in those trees that holds your focus. Your own eyes roll back into your head, once more into the dark. The next time you wake, you feel closer to the surface. If you could move your hand, could shout, you would rouse and escape the nightmare, and find yourself safe in your bed at last. The glowing eyes are still there, and as the fire dims, the creature's fear subsides. It begins to creep out from the trees, resolving into a large bulk. Orange fur with black stripes, fangs, and claws. The creature growls hungrily as it slinks closer. Suddenly it leaps to the side, instinctively dodging the strike of what seems to be a serpent of mind-boggling size. The cat-like beast pounces, slashing and biting the serpent. They thrash and roll and crash thunderously back into the forest. The noise goes on for some time as you lie helpless, still unable to move. Eventually the noise is dim, and blackness takes you again. It is the sun on your face that wakes you properly. Dizzy, with an aching head, you stir. But you are not in your bed. You lie on flat ground, a circle of stone, surrounded with the sputters of a dying ring of flame. And you are not alone. Alright, folks? Who is it here lying in this stone clearing?
I'll start it off. So, a rather large, angular-looking man, black hair down to shoulder length, like pretty splayed out with blue eyes, wakes up. I swear I didn't know her. And Ricardo Vera awakens. And hi, everybody. This is Jordan Olson.
Are we doing full names? I'm Danger Spud. Fuck that.
Good to have you, Danger Spud. Fuck that.
Yeah, well, you know, that's what I do and who I am. A kind of middle-aged man with short brown hair and a daring brown mustache wakes up. This is Optimer. I'm gonna wake up quietly, but then very suddenly, like there's an alarm in my face. I'm gonna get myself up and kind of slowly collect my bearings and study the group while I'm doing it.
Are we like in night clothes, basically, or just like full
Yes.
on?
You guys are wearing whatever it is your character would normally sleep in.
Ooh, okay.
You are somewhere from lightly clothed to nude at your discretion.
Some very flimsy-looking pants and no shirt is what Ricardo Vega is wearing at the moment. Oh no.
Leather breeches.
Oh boy.
Got it.
You sleep in leather? You a freak. Okay.
What else am I gonna fucking wear?
his entire wardrobe is like buckskin, but all right, Lyd, how about you go next?
Sure. So I'm Lydia. I am presenting Phaedra of House Hecuba, but she doesn't stand on ceremony. Phaedra's fine. In a very almost tea-stained color and worn, almost linen-like, long shirt, sleeveless. She sitting up, like, rubbing her eyes, clearly getting her bearings, feeling like this is not where I started. She's not old, but she's not young either. Her skin is well darkened from countless hours adventuring under the sun. Her hair is dark. Her eyes are, those weird eyes that seem to shift around depending on what you wear? It might be that color, whatever you name it. I think sometimes they're called raven eyes. But the thing she seems most concerned with is getting whatever sediment has formed at the corner of her eyes out and rubbing her nose and asking, "Who are you guys?"
All right, last but not least, Snidely, what's up?
Hello, this is Snidely. I'm playing Cole with a C. Big guy, roughly like 7'3", and he's just got like a leather loincloth type deal, like ankle long, unruly black hair, and he's just like groggily getting up, looking around and wondering what the hell is going on.
All right.
I have one question for where we woke up in.
Yes.
When you say ring of fire, as in, like, there is a circle of fire that is surrounding us or is dying down, or like an actual, like, fire pit type fire?
So Vega looks around, and you are sitting and getting up in a stone circle.
Okay.
You look at the ground. In that stone circle, there are dozens of carved shapes, and they make you vaguely nauseous to look at them. The outside edge of this stone circle, like the barrier between where the stone ends and it just becomes dirt, there is like a little gutter that runs all the way around the outside, and in that gutter there is a flickering, dying flame. It's not fully enclosing you anymore.
Okay.
There's just spots of it here and there around the perimeter of the circle.
But, like, the impression is that earlier on it could have been surrounding us.
It was probably fully encircling you at one point, yes. That's what it looks like.
Okay.
Excellent.
And since you guys are also glancing around, I will also give you this. So, to the southeast and west, there are steep encircling walls of cliff that rise what appear to be hundreds of feet before melding into mountains.
What?
To the north, at the edge of the stone circle, there's a run of dirt and gravel and stone, like loose stone, and then there is a tree line with strange trees that probably only Phaedra has seen something similar, being as well-traveled as she is. Even at the edge of the jungle, they are fairly large, papery bark with giant leathery-looking leaves, and you can see beyond that there is dense jungle.
Which direction was the weird trees at?
That
North,
is to
I
the
think?
north. That
North,
is effectively the only direction you can go right now. And as you're trying to get your bearings and figure out what's going on, you hear sounds in the trees. There's something or some things approaching.
I'm gonna look around. Can I see any like fist-sized rocks around me?
Just outside the stone circle, there are a bunch of different rocks. The part of your brain that is an alchemist recognizes some of them as flint, but there are also a good number of just rocks that you can fit in the old hand fist. There's also, in that dirt area, there's a whole bunch of bones.
Uh-oh.
Most of them look human, although some appear to be animal, but there's just lots of bones.
Are any of them longer?
None of them are long enough for your preferred weapon, the quarterstaff.
A club would be fine.
There are plenty of, like, human femurs. There are some larger rib bones that could be purposed as a dagger or something.
Hey, DM there.
Yes.
You said there's loose gravel nearby, right?
Yes, a bit. Yep.
Can I scoop up a fistful of that gravel?
Yeah.
I'm looking for, like,
Pocket sand?
slightly, I would say, like, the size of two of my thumbs. That sort of size rock.
Okay.
I need, like, I don't know, 10, 15 of these rocks real quick.
Yeah, you guys have a few moments to gather what you need by the sounds of things.
Okay. I'm gonna gather up my rocks.
You
And I'm
have
also gonna take off my pants.
all
Nice.
right. I see where you're going.
I see.
Yes. Excellent. I knock one of my rocks real quick.
Ricardo looks at you taking off his pants and goes, Ricardo has not gone to these types of parties in a while.
Yep. I'm just gonna
I-
give Ricardo a look and just sort of grimly nod at him.
Who are you guys? Does anyone remember what happened last night?
Crashing in the trees approaches closer.
I am wrenching
Gather your weapons, friends.
one of those femurs off of its socket or partner or whatever in an attempt to give myself something like a baseball bat.
Yeah, there's loose ones. You can just grab one.
I give it a test swing.
Ricardo will look for the biggest head-ish sized rock he can.
A two-hander.
Yeah, he's going for the two-hander, 100%.
Any ape bones hanging about?
Only the human variety of ape.
Shit.
We hate to see it.
So you guys spring into action, all grabbing whatever you can, very much aware that you have no armor and barely any clothing.
I've got less now.
You're probably just wearing like a shitty scrap of cotton or whatever that barely covers your ass.
Why would I wear clothes under my leather breeches?
Bro.
Because you get sweaty and then the
Let's
chafing starts, alright? You don't want that life.
However grimy your character is, he's not raw dogging leather. It's not happening.
Wow.
Alright, so you hear, as the noises draw very near, you hear like squawking and barking sounds that are unfamiliar and unsettling. And suddenly, jumping down from the trees, there are a group of 5 creatures, the likes of which you've never seen. They appear similar size to a large man, and sort of a similar shape, but the similarities end there. They squat on their haunches. They are covered in thick gray fur. They have jagged fingernails and large teeth.
Don't worry about that.
They are just similar enough to yourselves, especially clothed and armed as you are, that it is deeply unsettling. And with that, it is time, my friends, to fight.
Hello there, dear traveler. I see you found yourself lost within the morbid forest. But don't fear. Ranger Harper is here to guide you through the twisted tales seeping among the trees. Best stay close to me, lest you find yourself trapped within the morbid forest. The Morbid Forest is a horror anthology podcast available on all streaming platforms and suitable for mature travelers only.